Today, I will be reviewing Terrifier. Yup, today I will be reviewing Terrifier. Now, I do gotta say, I do like this movie, but I feel like this movie could have been a little bit better. Because, well, this movie doesn't really have that much of a story. It's basically about these two people, basically, like, who apparently are in this, like, pizza restaurant place for, like, a couple of minutes or so, and then the rest of the movie takes place in this warehouse. So yeah, not really much of a plot, which is pretty lame. But I still think this movie is a pretty interesting movie, because at least we get to see one of the most memorable killers in this movie, Art the Clown, who is just absolutely my favorite. I mean, come on. So yeah, Art the Clown is basically the killer in this movie, and he does pretty graphic kills throughout this movie and the other Terrifier movies, which I will review pretty soon after this one. But yeah, Art the Clown is a pretty messed up guy when it comes to gory kills and stuff. So obviously I'm not gonna show that many kills because, well, I mean, it's just too much, especially for, well, this video or so. So, yeah. But I'll probably show a little bit, but not too much. But overall, I do think this movie is a pretty okay, but pretty cool movie. I do enjoy this movie, but this movie could have been a little bit better when it came to the plot. Thankfully, Terrifier 2 delivers with, well, a much more better plot. But I still think this movie is pretty interesting. And this video shouldn't be that long, because this movie is just basically a 1 hour and 20-ish minute movie. So it's basically not that much to say for the plot of this movie. So I don't see this video being that long. But overall, I will be reviewing this movie. So let's go! The movie begins with a TV where we get to see this girl named Monica Brown apparently interviewing the sole survivor of a Halloween massacre, who apparently has her face all disfigured and stuff like that. And uh-oh, guess who's watching that TV? It's not other than Art the Clown. And of course we get a scene where Art the Clown gears up and puts his makeup on. It's one of my favorite scenes, it just looks so satisfying. Apparently Monica Brown is calling her friend and is apparently being mean to, well, the sole survivor of the massacre of Halloween, who had that face disfigured. So she's basically being rude, which is just absolutely mean. Why? Why? Apparently Monica Brown gets jump scared by that crazy woman. And apparently this crazy woman takes out Monica Brown's, like, eyes, which is just absolutely messed up. I gotta say, but isn't she taking things a little too far? Who knows, but all I know is that we get a title card. Heck yeah! It is now finally Halloween night 2017, which this movie takes place. And apparently we get to see two drunk people, Dawn and Tara. And I think they're pretty cool characters for this movie, even if they are, well, pretty crazy and just, well, pretty drunk as heck. Apparently they get to see Art the Clown, and Tara's just like, do not communicate with Art the Clown. Yeah, like, that's gonna go well. You know Art the Clown's just probably gonna get them or so. But eventually Tara and Dawn then make it to a pizza restaurant. Heck yeah! And of course Art the Clown just has to interrupt Tara's and Dawn's dinner, because of course! Oh great, and he's just gonna stare at them? Man, what a creep. So yeah, apparently Art the Clown decides to, like, stare at Tara for quite some time. Oh, and smile at her as well. So yeah, he's basically staring at her and smiling at her and just posing like a mime because, well, he's just, well, quiet. He's just a quiet clown. Eventually, Dawn goes up to Art the Clown and is asking, like, him for a selfie, but of course he's not gonna respond. But apparently she's just gonna take a selfie with Art the Clown because that's just pretty random and funny. Yeah, I really don't know what to say about this, but Art the Clown does not look happy at all. Art the Clown decides to give Tara a ring, apparently, and then he walks away like a goofy clown. Apparently the pizza arrives from the pizza guy. And not gonna lie, this guy seems like a pretty innocent, nice guy.
Yes.
You two okay?
Oh, he's harmless.
You okay? Don't worry, I'll take care of him. Enjoy your pizza.
Oh, that's nice. But what sucks is that this innocent pizza guy is already dead. No, he was just such a nice guy to those characters. No, even if he was a random character. Moving on. Apparently Art the Clown also decides to get this random character as well, who apparently just gets stabbed in the cheek. Brutal. Apparently, Dawn and Tara's one of their cars is, well, the tires are already, like, out or something, so they cannot even drive the car, which absolutely sucks. Tara decides to call her sister Victoria Hayes, which is absolutely one of my favorite characters. Yeah. And apparently Victoria Hayes is going to find Dawn and Tara so they can go back home because, well, of course, Dawn and Tara's car, well, their tires are both, well, out of, gas or something. Wait, do tires even have gas in them? I don't think they do. I'm not even an expert about this, but anyways, moving on. Tara has to use the bathroom, so she decides to meet this random guy who apparently is just gonna help her use the bathroom in this random warehouse place. Why would you use the bathroom in a warehouse? Can you just wait until you're at home? Sure, it might take hours, but I wouldn't want to use a bathroom in a warehouse, but whatever, I guess. Also, this random guy seems like a nice guy as well. At least he gave her an offer to use the bathroom in this disgusting looking warehouse place. Like, come on. Dawn now gets to hear the radio where apparently it's revealed that Art the Clown has killed those pizza people. Oh yeah, and apparently Art the Clown is in the car as well. Art the Clown is played by David Howard Fortune, who apparently just likes to, like, be Art the Clown. He played other horror villains too, including, well, the Mean One in the Mean One movie. And apparently he also gets to play Mickey Mouse in the movie Screamboat, which sounds absolutely interesting. But I'll always remember David Howard Fortune as, well, Art the Clown, because he's just Art the Clown. He's just so amazing just acting as Art the Clown. I mean, come on, just look at his gross teeth, like, ugh. Tara also gets jump scared by this random lady who apparently is named, well, Cat Lady. And apparently she is living in this warehouse. Are you serious? She must be homeless or something, this Catwoman. I also love that this character's name is Catwoman or something like that, or Cat Lady or whatever. I think it's Cat Lady, not Catwoman. Not to be confused with Catwoman from, like, the Batman movies. So, yeah, but I do think it's pretty random that, well, that's her, like, name in this movie. It's just so random and funny. Who knows? She probably has an actual name. I mean, she has to, because everyone has a name. Apparently, the cat lady has, well, a baby doll who apparently is her actual baby named Emily. Girl, it's just a doll. It's not an actual baby. I think she lost her mind, but I guess the baby's name is Emily, so that's cool. Tara tries to make her way out of the warehouse, but, well, she gets to see Art the Clown. Oh my god, that was just absolutely scary. Art the Clown is now looking for Tara, who apparently is just, like, looking through cars and just finding Tara. So yeah, Art the Clown is just basically being a stalker at this point. Turns out Art the Clown is actually behind Tara, who apparently is just, well, attacking her, which is just insane. But apparently Art the Clown also wants to strangle her. Oh no, not the eyes thing again. Not the eyes thing again. That just looks absolutely painful. But don't worry, Tara gets away. Well, until she's trapped into a chair. That's just absolutely bad. Turns out Art the Clown just wants to be creepy around Tara, just trying to put the hammer around her and just trying to hit her. But of course, he just apparently doesn't want to kill her. What the heck, Art the Clown? Do you have some type of relationship with Tara or something? Because you just don't seem that you don't want to kill her. You just want to terrify her. Ah, I get it. That's why the movie is called Terrifier. I get it. Because all you want to do is just make her scared. Apparently, Art the Clown reveals that Dawn has been alive the whole time. Well, that is just absolutely crazy. So apparently she has just been, like, I don't know, knocked out by Art the Clown. But apparently Dawn is just upside down. Apparently, Art the Clown gets to kill Dawn in literally the most controversial way ever. Man, Art the Clown, you're just doing too much. Seriously, the hacksaw scene is just one of the most controversial kills ever. It's just so crazy and so gruesome. It's one of my favorite kills, but holy heck, it is just so gory as heck. Oh my god. That is why I'm not showing most of it, because it's just, well, too much and stuff like that. Tara decides to, well, free herself from the chair and basically beat up Art the Clown. She also decides to stab Art the Clown in the back. Oh my god. But seriously, Tara could have just done more. She could have just decapitated him, or just, like, stabbed him in his heart, not his back. Come on, just finish the job already. Like, oh my god. But we now get creepy Art the Clown, who apparently is just searching for Tara all of a sudden. Art the Clown, I don't think you have any idea how disturbing you are. Eventually, Tara decides to beat up Art the Clown with, I don't know, this wood thing or something. Yeah, I don't really know. Art the Clown decides to shoot Tara basically in the leg. Art the Clown decides to shoot Tara in the face, which is just messed up as heck. No, not Tara. She was one of my favorite characters. She was just really innocent. No. Rest in peace, Tara. Man, this sucks. She could have been the main character of this movie, but they decided to kill her off pretty early. But I guess this is like a twist or something, so I guess that's pretty interesting. Rest in peace, Tara. We're now back with Victoria Hayes, who finally made it to that warehouse just looking for her sister, Tara. Well, I got some bad news for your sister. Tara is already dead, so, yeah, I already feel bad for you. So, yeah, but apparently she thinks she's still alive, which, well, she isn't. But, yeah, basically, yeah, that's what Victoria's doing, just, looking around the warehouse, basically. The cat lady now gets to see that, like, janitor guy, and apparently the cat lady saw what happened to Tara, that she died, and she says that, like, the janitor and she should all get out of there because the place isn't safe. So basically the cat lady is just going completely insane already, which is crazy. Seriously, this janitor should just trust the cat lady. I mean, the cat lady isn't that crazy, even if she does have a baby doll named Emily. Apparently, Art the Clown is also behind the janitor, who basically gets knocked out. But don't worry, that janitor is still alive, but just unconscious. Also, why the heck is Art the Clown beating up that phone? What the heck is your problem? The cat lady now gets to see, apparently, Art the Clown just holding her baby doll. Seriously, cat lady, it's just a doll. It's just a doll. But the scene is kind of disturbing because Art the Clown is just creepy. Oh, great. Now the cat lady is just comforting, like, Art the Clown, just treating Art the Clown like a baby. What the heck? Yeah, I really do not understand what the heck is going on, but okay. Victoria is now investigating, well, the, warehouse, where apparently she is all the way down into, like, I don't know, the basement or something. I really do not know, but you shouldn't be there, even if you are searching for your sister. Victoria then sees that the cat lady is already dead. Man, this sucks. Oh, and apparently Art the Clown is wearing the cat lady's hair as a wig. Man, you're messed up, Art the Clown. Art the Clown decides to kill this random guy, who apparently is the friend of that other janitor. So yeah, he basically stabs him in the head, which is just absolutely brutal, and then decides to, well, decapitate him. Art also decides to go on a tricycle, or a bike, or whatever you want to call it, which looks absolutely funny. Art is scary and a little funny, with some humor in there. Victoria then gets attacked by Art the Clown, literally being suffocated. Oh my god, this is just crazy. Oh my god, this can't possibly happen to Victoria. No! No! But turns out Victoria survives because she, like, has a hole through the bag, so she survives. Man, Art the Clown, you should have thought of something more useful than just a bag. How about a nail? That's more useful. Oh my god, not Art giving out the middle finger. That other janitor guy, like I said before, is revealed to be alive, which, yes, I did say before, so that's good. And apparently the janitor gets to save, well, Victoria, which is just absolutely nice. Hey, at least we do get to have some nice characters in this movie. That is absolutely amazing. The janitor decides to call the cops so they can come to, like, this warehouse to save, well, the janitor and Victoria. Hey, the janitor might make it out alive. Well, turns out he doesn't, because, well, he just basically gets bashed to death, basically, the janitor. Oh my god, not the janitor! He was so nice! But turns out it's the death of him. This is so sad. Art the Clown then grabs Victoria's neck, basically just strangling her. Oh my god, but eventually Victoria. Yes, Victoria. Tara's already dead, but Victoria's still alive. I meant to say that. So yeah, basically Victoria stabbed Art the Clown in the eye. Man. Of course, Art the Clown also grabs Victoria again. Also, Art the Clown gets to use the clown horn. Finally, I've been waiting for him to use the clown horn. It's just so classic. Apparently, Victoria is already passed out and Art the Clown is already there, just eating her face. But you know what's crazy? Is that Victoria is still alive from all of this. She's so lucky. But apparently she's just knocked unconscious or something. And then the cops finally come and just point guns at Art the Clown. And apparently Art the Clown dies in a way that is really controversial. I'm not going to say it because it's controversial. But if you've seen this movie, well, then you know how Art the Clown dies. Art the Clown's body and other victims who died in the warehouse are now brought to the morgue. And apparently this random morgue guy then opens up the body or something and then sees Art the Clown. Apparently Art the Clown is revealed to be alive. And how is he alive? Well, I say he is possessed by a demon, which other people say, including, many people. So yeah, Art the Clown is revealed to be alive, apparently possessed by a demon. It is now 1 year later, 2018, where we get to see that the disfigured woman with, the messed up face is indeed Victoria Hayes. And man, I gotta say, I absolutely feel bad for her. Also, why does this look kind of creepy, this screenshot? Oh my god, it does look kind of creepy. So yeah, that's basically about it for me reviewing Terrifier. So yeah, that was basically the end of me reviewing Terrifier. I had a good time reviewing this movie, and not gonna lie, it wasn't that hard reviewing this movie because, it didn't have much of a plot except for taking place in a warehouse for most of the movie. I do like the warehouse setting. I think it's really cool because we get lots of kills and Art the Clown just running around on the loose, but I wish this movie had a little bit more of a plot. But thankfully, Terrifier 2 delivers with a much better plot. I still like this movie, but the plot could have been a little better, but I still think this movie is pretty cool, but I do love Terrifier 2 even more. I just cannot wait to review that movie. But overall, I do think Terrifier 1 is a pretty cool movie, even if it doesn't have much of a plot. So yeah, this movie is just crazy, with Art the Clown just getting a bunch of people, just lots of shocking stuff going on, and apparently Art the Clown has been resurrected from the dead, apparently possessed by a demon, which is just absolutely insane. So yeah, I cannot wait to review the rest of the Terrifier franchise. I've been waiting so long to be reviewing this franchise, and I'm glad I finally got a chance to review this franchise because, it is a crazy messed up franchise. So yeah, that's basically it for me reviewing Terrifier. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys for the next movie review, which will be Terrifier 2. Can't wait for that one. Art the Clown? What's going on here? You're not gonna get me, are you? But I already reviewed your movie. Why would you get me if I already reviewed your movie? No, please don't. Please. Well, Art the Clown is attacking me now, so I better get out of here. I'll see you guys in the next movie review. Bye!